I don't know if anybody skateboards anymore.
I was watching skateboarding videos today.
Remember when that was like such a huge thing? All the neighborhoods would get mad because kids would skateboard and...
Skateboarding tricks are cool.
Sure.
I kind of wish I'd done it when I was younger.
Still got time?
You know what we used to do? Who did it? That was me and Pete, a couple of my friends and I. I think it was the guys that lived on my street, just us. But we used to, in Connecticut there's hills. Florida we don't have hills anywhere, but Connecticut sometimes you get a pretty good steep hill, but there's rolling areas. And we used to take our skateboard. My mom got me a skateboard, and I never figured out how to be good at skateboarding. But what we would do is we'd take them up to the top of the street, put it on the ground, put a laundry basket on top of it, and then, push each other down, just bomb down the hills.
Like it's not attached to it at all?
No, you're just sitting on a laundry basket on top of a skateboard.
Are you like trying to hold the skateboard at least, or you just...
I guess you were... Yeah, I guess so, because I know I got some pretty good raspberries doing it. Well, I don't know if I was holding the skateboard as much as I was just trying to, be perfectly...
Yeah.
You see how long you can go before you...
Who made it the longest?
Me.
Give me an estimate of time. 10 seconds?
40 minutes.
30 seconds?
Straight down.
All the way down the hill?
Let's see. You want from when... I'm trying to think.
So I feel like I would
Here,
make
will
it
you
like...
count? Will you do me a favor right now and count 10 seconds out for me? Go. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I'd say no longer than
7.
5 or 6 seconds. Right? Because doesn't it feels like you'd start and you never got going too good. Because I remember I hit a mailbox dead on, just boom, face first, and I covered myself up, but
yeah, and that's why you have to wear that mask. Today.
There we go.
Skateboarding accident, laundry skateboarding accident.
I got disfigured in a laundry basket skateboarding accident.
Whose laundry basket did you use?
I think I took the one out of my parents' closet because it was...
It was like an extra one? Because I feel like my mom would have been pissed if I used her good laundry basket. Because that's definitely getting shattered.
They made laundry baskets different back then, Jarrod. You could... your laundry basket would outlast your skateboard.
I see.
I kind of remember the laundry...
Your mom had really good laundry baskets.
I feel like I remember it being a really good laundry basket.
One of the articles I brought, which I could talk about right now, was about a new fair for you to go to. I'm sure you've heard of this. It's called the Florida Man Games. Did you hear of this?
I know what Florida Man. I know that's does it have to do with the crime reality thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was February 24th, so we're a little bit late, in St. Augustine, Florida. And the events were things like eat pork butt platter the fastest.
Okay.
There was pool noodles that were weaponized with duct tape and other things on them, and you had a mud duel with pool noodles. There was an evading arrest obstacle course, which seemed one of the better ones.
Yeah.
It was actual police officers you had to evade.
Not on duty, right?
Yeah, if they caught you, actually, they beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And then there was one where you were on, you had to carry a bike, ride a bike, you were stealing a bike, a catalytic converter, and a handful of copper pipes. And then there was sumo wrestling, where you had to blast your opponent out of the ring, or they were carrying a pitcher of beer, or they had to spill the beer.
I'm not going to react to this story. I don't like your depiction of Florida Man, Jarrod.
They said 5,000 people went.
Let me go get a Mountain Dew, and I'll be right back. I just want to...
The logo is super cool, but they don't sell any merch with it. Do you want to see it?
You can't buy a t-shirt? Yeah, show it.
They have a t-shirt, but it doesn't have the logo on it. I think it's a pretty cool logo.
It's a bearded guy, kind of a slick-looking bearded guy with shades, headband, and he appears to be carrying an alligator over his shoulder while he's texting.
No, I thought he was drinking a beer.
Oh, I thought he was holding his phone up. And
It does kind of look like a phone, too.
That's what I was thinking is, what does texting have to do with it?
Yeah, he's like, sweet. So he's taking a selfie? I guess it could be like a selfie.
Did you happen to say Wednesday or Wednesday evening? Did you already say Wednesday?
It's Wacky Wednesday in the mag room.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, hey, hey. Talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Mag room. Mag room. The mag room. The mag room.
Are you ready to act in your big, our, I don't know what it's even called, radio play?
Oh, you wrote a sketch.
Well, I actually have 3 to choose from.
All right, well, do you want us to do that?
I mean, we could do all of them, or you could. I mean, they're 5 minutes each.
Yeah, do that. It's better than me talking about why I think gas stations need better
All right,
technology.
so there's one I would say is like we're adversaries. We're adversaries in all of them. But one's just a straight up adversary. One's like a romantic comedy. And one's like we're old.
Let's do romantic comedy.
Okay. There is a woman in this one. This one, most of them only have 2 characters. This one has a 3rd because it's a romantic comedy. Do you want to be the woman?
Well, it's about me,
Also?
isn't it? Are you going to be El Scorpio and Azul? Oh, wait, what
No,
did you
there's a 3rd person in this one. This is the only one that had a 3rd person.
Okay.
So there might be a person like talking to each other. I know you don't like that, but
Oh, wait. I'm going to be both people talking, and I'm talking, and then I'm answering myself?
it might happen. But you can
Wait, why did you write...
I just did one like this because it was a romantic comedy. You needed the woman.
Okay.
All right,
you
ready?
just tell me what to be.
All right, you're Maya and El Scorpio Azul.
Okay.
I'll do the narrator parts.
Okay.
All right, it's a cozy cafe in the day. This is the setting. The cafe is bustling with activity as customers chatter over cups of coffee. At a corner table sits El Scorpio Azul, wearing his signature mask and smoking a cigarette. Across from him sits Rod Sisk, the dashing secret agent, his hair perfectly coiffed.
Coiffed.
Sorry, coiffed.
You wrote this.
All right. Sorry. El Scorpio Azul, leaning back in his chair, exhales smoke.
So, Sisk, what's your secret to winning over the ladies?
It's simple, Azul. You just have to treat them with respect and sincerity. Maybe try ditching the mask once in a while.
And miss out on all the mystique? No way, my friend. Besides, women love a man with a mysterious past.
Yeah, until they find out that past includes a long list of ex-girlfriends and casino heists.
Hey, everyone has a past, Sisk. It's what makes us who we are.
Just then, their conversation is interrupted by the arrival of their mutual love interest, Maya, a charming and independent woman with a twinkle in her eye.
Well, if it isn't my 2 favorite gentlemen.
Speak for yourself, Maya. Sisk here might be your favorite, but I'm clearly the more intriguing one.
Careful, Azul. I might just have to steal Maya away with my charm and good looks.
Oh, please. As if I could resist either of you. You both have your own unique appeal.
Who the fuck wrote this? ChatGPT?
As they settle into conversation, the chemistry between them is undeniable. Maya flirts with both El Scorpio Azul and Rod Sisk, leaving them both feeling a mixture of jealousy and admiration. El Scorpio Azul takes a drag from his cigarette.
So, Maya, care to join me for a night of This is why this is why nobody needs to be worried about ChatGPT out there, people. Just listen to how generic this is. So, Maya, care to join me for a night of mystery and adventure? Why does he keep using the term mystery? He's sold on the fact that chicks love a mysterious guy, huh?
Or perhaps a night of good conversation and laughter? No mystery required.
What about, you're so boring, Jarrod.
Why not?
Oh, wait, no, Maya.
Why not both? I'm up for anything as long as I'm with you two. Wait, am I angling for a threesome? How does this thing end?
As they continue to banter and flirt, the tension between El Scorpio Azul and Rod Sisk reaches a boiling point.
Can I just point something out really quickly? It's El Escorpion. There's an N at the end of...
I did Scorpio. But instead of letting it come between them, they choose to put aside their rivalry and focus what truly matters, winning Maya's heart.
Well then, Maya, how about we make tonight a night to remember?
Count me in, as long as I get to show off my dance moves.
Sounds like a plan, but just remember, boys, I call the shot. Where's this going?
With laughter and excitement in the air, El Scorpion, Azul, Rod, Sisk, and Maya leave the cafe together, ready to embark on a romantic adventure filled with twists, turns, and plenty of surprises. As they disappear into the bustling city streets, the scene fades to black, leaving behind only the promise of love and laughter in the air.
Did you write a story about me and you running a train on a girl and...
So I didn't
Mexico?
love the ending of that one. It's kind of felt like that, or all three of us were going to end up friends and we were going to be pissed.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like Maya's just going to be like, I'm just friends with you guys.
Oh, no. El Scorpion Azul was going to definitely be getting Maya's pants
Oh, wow.
at the end of that, yeah. 100%. I mean, I was both characters. I kind of know what I was. I know each of their motivations. Maya was just f***ing with you, Jarrod.
I see.
She took a cab back to my place later that night. The impetus for this, people, was that Jarrod said, I have a whole day off. He had a day of doing nothing on Tuesday or Monday or whatever it was. And I said, why don't you write a sketch for the show? And if you can or can't tell, he used ChatGPT to write the sketch for the show. Do you think that's cheating, people?
I had to massage it. It wasn't just what it spit out to me, but
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say for us to end in a threesome, and it kind of did that.
What do you think of gas pumps?
In general,
Yeah. Do you mind going to the gas station?
I don't love sometimes when it like leaks on my hands and my hands smell of gasoline really
that
bad.
Smell.
Ugh.
I'd say that's one of my 5 favorite smells. Is anything like
Really?
petroleum. Oh, I love the smell of like WD-40, gasoline, anything like that.
So you just like lather some on your hands and drive home?
No, I don't do it on purpose, but I don't mind when it gets on my hands. I
Sure.
just like that. I like that. I love that smell. But I hate gas pumps that are slow. The last 2
Sure.
times that I've gone to the gas station, my last 2 fill-ups, when the numbers are only going, like when you can count as fast as they're going up, you know what I mean? It's going from like $9.95, $9.96, $9.97. If you
Why
can
do
count
some
as
go
fast-
slow like that?
Doesn't it seem like there's probably, if you had done something really terrible, as long as you have your phone on you right now, they could probably like send a heat-seeking missile to your house right now, right? Kill you. Just by like knowing your phone's location and all that.
But the gas pump.
But why can't a gas pump just pump $50 of gas in I don't know what I know there's physics involved in how much
Hey, you don't want the gas tank to blow out.
of
like
my
the-
car.
Yes.
Right. Well, that's what I'm
But
saying.
there's ones that are faster.
And do they just cost more money? Do you just not invest as much money in your gas station? And
I don't know.
we're
There's
just
one.
getting the
There's
cheap
one around here that's super slow.
but it doesn't
Like,
seem
you-
like they're
sometimes
always
I'll-
super slow either. Like some gas stations, they'll become better. You know, is there like a break-in period?
I don't know. But I'll wash my windows, and I usually if I wash my windows, usually it's like almost done. This one down the road in Sharon, it's like they'll be at like $3 or $6. I'll be like, what?
Yeah.
It's 2 gallons. That's it. And it's okay. I think at the end of the day, I kind of think, I'm like, all right, this is okay. It's probably good for me to learn some like patience to be able to just stand here but I don't understand it either. It must just be old.
But I don't think that's it, because the one that I just went to, I think they just changed their pumps. I went to one that was right next door to where I am right now, and then I went to one up in Stewart. And both of them, 2 consecutive times, I was like, what the f***? is this so
Maybe
slow?
it's your car.
My car's
It'd be
resisting.
great if the guy went next to you and he was just like buzzing and yours is going really slow.
Yeah, like a pox on me or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe I have some sort of like a magnetic field around me, like I'm like an Iron Man or something like that. And when I
see.
get near
Yes.
machinery, it slows down. You know, I don't know
You're like
exactly
a
what my
superhero.
symptoms are. Doesn't seem like it, but maybe.
It just makes gas pumps slow.
That would be such a superpower to have, though.
It would be.
No one would want you around.
That'd be one that like ChatGPT would write in.
What's the is there superheroes that are kind of not superheroes? I'm not like the X-Men, but I'm not a superheroes guy. But would there be a group of superheroes that have shitty powers?
Okay, so these are Marvel ones. Hindsight Lad. He has the extraordinary unhelpful power to see things as they should have happened.
I feel like we all have that power.
So here's another one. Squirrel Girl. She can control squirrels.
That's an interesting. I thought she was gonna be like a squirrel. I thought she was gonna be able to climb things, or maybe like those flying squirrels, maybe be able to jump far distances or something. But she can control squirrels. That does seem worse than being. I'd rather be. I don't like squirrels, but I'd rather be like a squirrel than be able to control squirrels.
I agree. How about this one? This was Bailey Hoskins, which is a terrible name. He had an ability to turn his body into a bomb, but the explosion would kill him. So he could only use the ability once. This guy, Glob Herman, he could turn his body was living wax.
You could use that for some fun stuff. You could melt melt yourself down and go underneath a door and rob a bank. But
Yep.
you could never do the one thing I've always wanted to do. I've
What?
always wanted to burn a house down.
Oh yeah, you talk about fire a lot.
I think that'd be the
That's
coolest thing.
when I'll know you're gonna go out.
When I actually burn a house down.
Yeah.
I just think it'd be fun to watch a house burn down. And if I was made of wax, I'd have to stay a pretty far distance away from it. And I think some of the fun of it would be to feel the warmth of the fire itself.
Yeah. You could just light a fire in your yard.
Yeah. But even still, if I were made of wax, I couldn't get too close to it, you know?
No. You'd melt. That'd be your end. This guy, Ulysses Solomon Archer, he had injuries in a car accident, and part of his head was replaced with an alloy that allowed him to pick up radio frequencies.
That's kind of what my guy, that's like along my symptoms. He
The
probably,
gas thing, yeah.
Yeah, he probably affects gas tanks a little bit.
Those were all Marvels.
Huh.
So there were some bad ones. No gas station. Yeah, maybe they're slowing down the gas pumps so people get other kinds of cars. Maybe it's all a big story.
Yeah.
They're like, pretty soon it's going to take you an hour to fill your car up. You
But
should probably get this kind
You
of
should
car.
just get a solar car.
I don't think there are any solar cars, but
That could be our thing.
yeah, you don't think anyone tried it? You can't drive it at night or when it's cloudy.
We'll make it a lunar car then. You get two. You get two for the price of one. You get one solar, one lunar.
Solar?
Yeah.
But you can't drive. What if you're like driving the lunar and it turns to day? You're just screwed. Can't we just make one car that does both?
Let's see. Are we gonna be able to fit the transmissions together? I think I could probably figure this out. Yeah.
All right.
I think I could do both.
But it's going to go against your superpower of gas pumps being slow. Although maybe that's it. You make the gas pumps go slow so people buy our solar lunar car.
Right.
So you're more like a bad guy.
Yeah. But I don't want to be a bad guy. I'm doing this for the benefit of humanity. I'm doing this for.
That's true. It would be
I'm
cool
really
if we
doing
had
it
cars.
just to make money. Just to get
If we had
loaded.
cars that just ran on sun in the day and the night, and that's all you had to do, that would be. I think people would buy that one. I don't think anyone has invented anything that harnesses the night
The power
to turn
of
it
the
into
moon.
energy.
That's what I want to do. Because I do love the night way more than I like the day. I should put
Yeah,
that
and
to
everywhere it would be great. Everywhere has the solar power is always limited because you could have the sun. If you had night, it's just like that. Every day you have a night.
I think this is what the calling of the show is. We're going to learn how to harness the power of the moon.
Okay.
I mean, the magic is happening right now, and it's lunar. It's night. It's 9:10 on a Wednesday night. Could we be having this much fun at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday morning? No.
No. Nope.
Can you feel that energy, everybody?
I like it.
So, yeah. So
Gas pump man. What would be your name?
hashtag lunar power.
Lunar power.
Look
Is
where
that
my arm
going
disappears.
in our end of our 74 hashtags we have now? They always had in the movies, what was the one? Fusion? That doesn't
Nuclear
exist?
fusion, sure. Cold fusion. We could come up with cold fusion. It can be done.
No,
Jared.
but it was like
The
that
math is there.
That's no more ridiculous than lunar power. Lunar power has never been in a movie.
No.
Some
With
scientists
Billy Bob
working
Thornton?
on
Do you see
scientists would be
Yeah, but I see Billy Bob Thornton in it.
okay, but the scientists would be working on lunar power. Then they get kidnapped. And
So
then
he'd
somebody
be a
has to
kidnapper.
rescue
Billy Bob Thornton's one of the kidnappers.
to kidnap. And the scientist is probably like a really good-looking
William
girl.
H. Macy. Oh, yeah. And wait, who?
Some good-looking
A
woman.
girl. Who do I like? I like that dude. I don't have no idea what her name is. Some girl that's on the internet and she's on Jimmy Kimmel's show or something.
Interesting.
Bad.
That's
She's
pretty-
beautiful. I know it's the worst
Is she
story
an
ever.
actress?
She's blonde. She's got really pretty eyes. I guess she's an actress. I don't know. I know nothing about her. I think her.
Was
I think
she
her
in
name,
Barbie?
I think her name is alliterative. I think her first Latin name and her last name are the same letter. Does that help?
No.
Marilyn
Madonna?
Monroe.
That would be great. She was great. She was on Johnny Carson show. You're watching though. You watch those old channels, so it could be somebody like
I'm
that.
getting everything confused.
Yeah.
No, she's what's she famous for? She was on the show where they eat hot wings, I think.
I'm just putting in hot wing guests. You said recently? Holy smokes! There's a lot of episodes of this show.
It's a good show.
Sydney Sweeney. That's who you're talking about.
That's who it is.
That's who
right.
you're talking about.
Woo. She has some eyes on her. What was the point of that? She's gonna be my co-star. Yeah.
She's the lunar.
Yeah, she's gonna be the lead.
She's inventing
the female lead in
lunar-
Lunar Power.
Lunar power.
Is the
Billy
name of the
Bob
movie
Thornton
just
kid-
Lunar Power?
No.
Okay.
It's Billy
Lunar-
Bob Thornton kidnaps her, and then you have to rescue her. Are you in this movie?
I mean, I'm trying to win her heart in real life, so yeah, I guess I should probably be in the movie.
You're probably not going to be able to wear one of these masks.
I thought that was why.
Oh, okay. You're gonna be masked in the show.
Yeah.
Will you be El Scorpion Azul?
You would take a scientist seriously who was trying to invent lunar power if he always had to wear a mask in public, right?
No, you're not the scientist. You're trying to rescue her. You're like the secret agent.
Same question, different occupation.
Yeah.
I could
You're
still be into winning the beautiful girl wearing a luchador
Probably
mask.
some of the backstory would be they're always trying to like get you out of the CIA. They're like, God, he's so weird. He just wears this mask all the time. Can't we just put him in the basement or something?
I'm in the
doing
CIA.
paperwork?
I'm in the CIA and I'm wearing a luchador mask.
Yes.
Oh, that is a little crazy, huh?
But then they need you every time. Then something happens.
Agent Azul.
They're like, only Azul can solve this case.
Do you think I'm well known enough in the Hollywood industry, entertainment, to
That this
star
movie's
in the
gonna get
movie?
green-lighted?
Well, I mean, I write it, so I feel like I have some.
Yeah, I think you're really looking.
You guys don't get the
Billy
movie.
Bob,
You don't get me and Sydney in the leads.
Billy Bob Thornton hasn't been in anything in a while, but Sydney Sweeney's kind of in a lot of stuff, so I think you're gonna have some issue there trying to talk her into it.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she'll listen when I call.
All right.
Hey, Sydney, I wrote a fucking blockbuster here. This is the next summer hit. Remember what Jaws did for, what was his name? His name wasn't Martin Brody in real life. James Woods. You know what that did for James Woods' career?
James Woods was in Jaws.
Wasn't he the, Roy Scheider. I'm sorry.
She'd
Don't
be
they kind of
like-
look alike?
I know, but so it doesn't really prove your point when you don't name the person that's really in the movie.
What?
She would say, You didn't even know the real person in the movie, so it didn't really.
Look, I didn't even know
Make them
your
a
name.
star.
I didn't even know your name, Cindy Sweeney, until Jarrod told me 2.5 minutes ago. So let's just get on the same page.
Oh, you're
as
on
far
the
as
you're on the phone with her right now.
Let's just get on the same. I thought you had patched her in. No,
I see.
I
Okay.
thought we were in negotiations.
Yep.
Well, anyway. if we
Yeah,
get to that
I've
point-
never seen her in anything. But
Yeah, I have no idea what she's in. I just think she's very pretty.
she was in that some HBO show. Although I'm not really sold on your acting chops yet either. After our last 2 scripts,
Yeah,
so
I know.
I know the scripts weren't great, but great actors shine through bad scripts.
Rise above the storm like an eagle.
Yeah, yep. Like I watched Denzel Washington. I could probably watch him in anything. I just
Yeah?
like watching him.
Well, I mean, if we're talking turkey here, maybe we should get Denzel involved in Lunar Power, the movie.
That would be great. What would he play?
The moon.
Your sidekick?
He'd play
Oh, the moon is going to be a character?
I think so.
Does it talk to you like in your dreams or something?
Yeah,
Or-
it's like a dream sequence.
So is he just the voice, or do we actually see Denzel in like a moon costume?
It'll be sort of like a moon costume type of thing. Yeah. It won't
So I
just
feel
be
like
his
for voice, you'd want to get Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. That seems racist for some reason to me.
That we're only picking black guys?
You're only picking black guys, yeah.
The moon is white, though.
That's why I said it just seems racist. I can't prove that it's racist. It just seems
Except
racist.
the dark side of the moon. Well, that's cool. Anything else you got?
So that started with me complaining about gas pumps, and that's where it ended up.
Yes, yeah.
Sure,
was a
sure
good-
you want me to do something else? Here, let's see what else I wrote down. Tell Jarrod about the guy frantically waving at boats. So I started paddling last week. That's why I have a dress made out of a towel on right now.
So you're back to getting into fighting weight?
Telling you guys about paddleboarding stories. You tell us about...
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys get hiking stories from Jarrod and paddleboarding stories from me.
It
Weird.
snowed here today. Spring is here, and it snowed. It was
Nice.
I was so pissed. I don't like snow in March.
Yeah, you're over it by that point.
Yep. Sorry. So you paddleboarding, I'm sitting in the snow. Tell me about the beach.
So I just went north, and when I was coming back, I went like 30 minutes north, 30 minutes back. And when I was coming back, there was, there's like, it's all mangroves, and I always park in the same place, so I know which is my little entrance. And as I'm getting closer, I see these 2 people, and this guy's waving his arms frantically and screaming at every boat that comes by. And I
Like
could see
you or just the boats?
Well, I'm about, when I started seeing him, I'm pretty far away, 200 yards away, say.
Okay.
So I just see this guy, and then eventually, like, I saw a girl walk out too, and every boat that comes by, he's screaming at, waving his arms. And so when I get up there, I try to, I'm like, this is like the first or second day I'd done it. So I'd done my hour, maybe 50 minutes I was out there. But I didn't want to go back to my spot because I didn't want to talk to this guy. So I was like, well, I guess I'd gone north 30 minutes. I was like, I guess I'll go down to the bridge and back. This will be a long session, but I'll miss him then. So I went down like halfway and came back, and he was gone. But he was
He was dead.
So he was yelling at me. That would have been a pretty cool end of the story. All it was he yelled at me. He goes, so I kind of just crossed, I moved over to the other side of the intercoastal, so I'd be as far away from him as I could be. And,
Did you hide behind a boat or
I
something,
couldn't.
like a
I
secret
couldn't.
agent?
You're just out there. You're just out in
see.
the middle of the water. So he's yelling at me. I'm ignoring him. And finally, what? With my hands, I kind of say, what are you trying to get? What are you going to ask me? And he said, did you see 2 people on a jet ski going that way? And I said, no. And he kept kind of repeating it. You didn't see 2 people on a jet ski? You didn't see 2 people on a jet ski? No. I hadn't. I didn't see 2 people on a jet ski. And then he said, did you see a guy swimming? And I said, yes, I did see a guy swimming. And he goes, okay, thanks, man, thanks. And then he and the girl kind of went to shore. and continued yelling at people, and that's when I just kept going, and then I came back, say 20 minutes later, and they were gone. But what do you think was going on? What would cause... I'm either looking for two people on jet skis...
Or the jet ski exploded and one of the people died and the other one's just swimming.
But he was swimming away from the guy.
Yeah, because that's the jet. He exploded the jet ski and now he's scared he's going to kill him.
Well, who's the guy on shore then?
The guy is trying to kill him.
And the guy swimming was on one of the jet skis, but now he's been...
Now his wife is dead and he's trying to get away.
Yeah.
And you just told him where he was.
So he knew he was only like 100 yards north of me, literally swimming through the water.
Yeah. Yep.
So he went to collect a gun or whatever, go kill the guy.
To kill him. Yep.
As I just kind of made my way down the intercoastal.
But at least you didn't have to talk to him.
I didn't have to talk to him. So I think that's a win for me. 1 to 2 dead bodies to grow.
Well, does that, or do you have like, you're trying to meet up with a friend and they'll say, either I'll be jet skiing with another person or swimming on my own. Those are the two things they tell him.
Yeah. So I just thought it was an interesting little... I've been listening to a lot of true crime podcasts lately, so I'm trying to like learn how to solve mysteries.
Well, that's where you should have got off the paddle and talked to the guy.
Well, that's exactly what I was thinking. Is I'm like, as I'm paddling across the intercoastal to be like 200 yards away from him this way and 300 yards away from him that way. I was like, there are times when I enjoy getting into conversations with crazy people. And weird. I love weird situations. I love the dark underbelly of life. I love all that stuff. But there's such a part of me that gets annoyed and immediately wants to get out of those inane conversations. If it doesn't go the way you want it to, it's like, screw it. I don't want to sit here and figure out why this guy is either meeting two people on a jet ski or one guy swimming, and I got to be the one that helps him do it.
Yeah, that would have been the tough part if he asked you to help him.
Like, look, I can only go like 1 mile an hour on my paddleboard.
You've been like, I got to meet another guy up there who's on a rowboat.
He's either on a rowboat or he's with two people that are in a submarine.
They're either rowboat or doing synchronized swimming with another person over on the other side. I haven't figured out which yet, so I have to go. Should we wrap it up? Produced by El Scorpio Azul. Fact-checked by Rod Sisk. Theme song by Meggie Elox. Social media by Cousin Paul. We're back.
Why don't we do a true crime podcast where we don't check any facts? Because I've been listening to 2 or 3 different ones.
And they always had the fact check.
They always tell who checks the facts. We don't have it. That's the difference between them and us. We don't even check our facts.
That could be the end of the podcast. No facts during this podcast were checked.
Are you sure that Joe Biden committed a murder before he got into the White House? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I bet half the people would think we were telling the truth. How about Joe Biden and Donald Trump committed a murder together? Yeah. And the reason they both have to keep running for president and pretend they hate each other is just to cover up the murder.
The murder. That's crazy.
But when we figure it out, they both won't be able to run for president, and your swimmer, Mark Spitz, will then be elected president.
Peter van den Hoogenband.
Yep, but he's Dutch, so we decided he couldn't.
We just had him murdered by Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
They're a crime-fighting team. It would be great if they just came together and hugged at the end. Joe, I wish I always loved you. Yeah. And then the Whitney Houston song played.
The one from
I wanna dance with somebody.
We were going for 2 totally different Whitney Houston songs.
All right, well, send us an email. So magroom@hotmail.com, or a letter, or a fax. Thank you for the masks.
It's like begging for people to talk to us. You can fax, you can email, you can go on Instagram, you can...
Smoke signals.
My own mother stopped writing letters.
Emails. Did she respond to the episode about the
most recent one?
Yeah.
I don't know if she's listening or not.
I'm going to be interested.
Oh, because you said the word spooge and you indicated
I feel like I came off really poorly. I'm going to have to apologize to your mom next week.
I like that.
If she writes in, I have to have. That'll be the new segment at the end. Jarrod apologizes for things that he said in the episode.
And then we
before.
have one of those things where it's the voiceover for like the side effects of a medicine. Jarrod would also like to apologize to midgets, Mark's mom, black people.
Said really fast.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
Florida men.
Oh, yeah. Do something to annoy Sydney Sweeney so I can look cool in her eyes.
Okay.
Say something terrible about her right now, and I'll stick up for her.
Maybe you can ask. Maybe I'll ask ChatGPT to write a script with you
stop
and
using
Sydney Sweeney.
ChatGPT. I thought we hated robots. Now you're like relying on them.
I'm not that creative, Mark.
Yeah, you are. You can
I don't
write
have.
that.
I don't have the command. I can like outline a script. I can't put it. All right. Hashtag put down your phone this week. Remember to hashtag mask life. Money for the masks for shy people.
Something else.
Spider dreams are real.
Do we have lunar power? Let's all start looking for ways to harvest the power of the moon.
Don't kill your wife.
I love don't
Drink
kill
with
your
the
wife.
show. And lunar power. Well, if you can't
Don't
meet Sydney Sweeney
lunar
or lunar power doesn't get invented,
Sydney Sweeney, I love you.
you can always. I'd like to apologize for Mark.
I know nothing about her.
I'd like to apologize for Mark.
She's not like 17, is she?
lecherous.
She's
Ah,
of
she's
age,
gotta be
right?
older. I think she's like naked in a movie.
Yeah. Am I the co-star of that movie?
She's 26.
Oh, perfect. We have so much in common. Does she like Tyga? Or
What?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of
Dude,
things
she
that
was
people
born
like.
in 1997.
Yeah, right when I was
That's when you
graduating
were-
college.
Yeah, that seems close.
No, I know. I'm out of your league, sweetie, but very beautiful. I'm sorry that we can't. We can still work together, though, right? We can still do Luna.
She's engaged right now.
To who?
Jonathan Davino. He's a 40-year-old entrepreneur. It's kind of like you.
Oh my God.
He's made his name for himself in the mail industry.
Sydney, sweetie, come on the show. See if I can steal you away from Jonathan Davina.
Yeah.
Davina? D-A-V-I-N-A?
Davino.
Do you have his home address?
He's from Chicago.
It's a dangerous place, Sydney,
He was
sweetie.
once the owner of 2 Chicago restaurants that are now closed.
Oh.
That doesn't seem like
I
a
can
good-
see why she's so in love with him.
I know.
My mail store, my pack and ship store is still open, Sydney Sweeney. Open
Said he
for
made
business.
a name for himself in the hospitality industry, but the only factoid is that he owned 2 restaurants.
That
which
could
are
just
now
mean
closed.
he exposed himself in a hotel lobby or something. That has
Nice.
nothing
Mark
to do
has
with
also
anything.
made himself in the hospitality.
I left $1,200 underneath a mattress once. You don't think those people didn't tell that
Drank
story
a
for a
full
little while?
bottle of syrup
When I went to
at an
Greece,
IHOP.
I got so drunk at a wedding that when I woke up the next day, all the hotel staff knew my name. I walked out of my room to go get a glass of orange juice, and they all yelled, "Mark!" I made a name for myself in the hotel industry, Sydney.
Yeah. So when you find out the love of your life, who you don't know, is engaged to somebody else,
F you, Jonathan Davina.
you might have to stick with the mag room because that's your only friend that you have left.
And everything,
And everything else is
cheese.
cream cheese. Good night.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Sydney Sweeney, Saturday night in the mag room.
I am so nervous. I am shaking right now. This is terrifying for me.